Wait a minute, something's wrong here. My keyboard unlocked the door.
Welcome to a special edition of the Paul Santos Live Show. We're coming to you from the home of this gentleman right here, where all kinds of excitement is going on tonight, the home of Mr. Michael Hopkins. Great to see you again, Mike.
Oh, pleasure to see you, Paul. How are you tonight?
Excellent, excellent. Are you celebrating a birthday tonight?
We are. I'm celebrating my 38th birthday, so I'm really excited about that.
Wow, 38. You look good for your age.
Oh, thank you. Don't say that to my wife, though. No, I'm really, really special to have Paul here on board with us. Thank you so much for coming aboard. We have Allie Colleen coming in. She's an amazing country singer and performer, and we're actually celebrating the kickoff to a new movie that we're producing, that I'm producing, and that my good friend Stu Replogle is directing, and it's called Death Comes Calling.
Tell me about that movie. That sounds like an exciting movie. What a title.
Stu actually wrote the project last year, continued into this year, and finished it up. He's an amazing director, amazing writer, and he's actually going to be doing pretty much all the production with me involved as well, and helping out with the production. And he's an amazing director. But the movie's in principle a horror film, and it's basically about this little girl who dies and comes back and takes out the aggression on the people that killed her. So that's a little bit of the story. There's much more layers and layers to that, but it's going to be a real good movie. We have a lot of great actors on board. We got Donny St John, tremendous actors, been in over 40 films. We have Artie Pasquale, who played in The Sopranos. We have a bunch of other people. John Fiore, who played in The Sopranos. So we have a lot of great actors and actresses on board.
Now, is that the Donny St John that's sitting right over here right now?
Oh, come on over here, Donnie. Donnie, come over here, Donnie.
Good to see you. Well, step right in.
I love Paul, and I love Chops and Paul. And
well, if you didn't see him in The Family's Feud, we really enjoy the fact where you got kind of worked over a little bit there.
Oh, yeah, they were beating me up a little bit. Yeah. That was a great film. I love that film.
And you got some projects coming up.
I do. I have 2 movies coming out, 2 movies that I worked on as an actor and also as a producer with Patrick Jerome, the owner of the Boston Film Festival.
All right, Donnie, thank you very much for stepping up over here. Now, Michael, let's talk a little bit about the one and only Allie Colleen coming to our house here tonight. Really a phenomenal artist and somebody who's really getting some great reviews in a lot of the material and a lot of the songs that she's coming up with.
Well, yeah, she just came out with another top 40 hit in the country. She's actually had 2 of those. She's just a simple girl from Oklahoma trying to make her name, but she has a voice of an angel. She's one of the best vocalists you'll ever hear in your life. She plays the guitar beautifully. She really hits her notes high when she needs to hit them and low when she needs to hit them low. She's just a beautiful person. She's a wonderful person. She decided to come out here to celebrate my birthday with me and to be a part of this, knowing that the movie is coming out. She's just a wonderful person. She's worked really hard to be her own person, her own voice, and I'm really proud of her for that.
That song that she has out right now, While We're Still Friends, what a great song, and it really pulls on the heartstrings. But I think everybody's been in that spot that she's talking about in that song.
Absolutely. I know a ton of people, close friends of mine, myself included, have been in that spot. And she came out and played for us before in 2021, and she had just gone through it. And you could see the heartbreak, and she really just kind of let it go in her music.
How did you meet her?
I actually wrote her online. We became friends on Facebook long before she became big popular and having these hits, and we just started talking, and I asked her to come out for my 2021 painting unveil that's behind us that Federico Castelluccio of The Sopranos painted for me, and she came out, knocked it out of the park. Everybody went home happy. I'm so very grateful to have this wonderful woman in my life, to be supportive like this and coming out here and traveling the miles to come see us tonight.
You mentioned this phenomenal painting that's in the background here, and anybody that's a Sopranos fan, I mean, look at that thing. That is just terrific. What is the background of that painting?
Well, Federico Castelluccio and I became friends on the set of the previous movie that I did, The Family's Feud, and I asked him to paint this piece for me, and he did it. It took him a real long time. There's actually a charcoal sketch on the other side of the wall here of how long it took for him to do the piece. But he spent a long time. He specializes in realism art. He's one of the best artists. He's actually more famous for his art than he is his acting, if you believe that or not. But yeah, he spent a long time on this, and then we had a big presentation in 2021 where he came out, and it was just phenomenal. I'm just so very blessed, and I love the show. There's so many messages on the piece, but I just wanted to have it done because I really love the show, and I love his art, so I wanted him to paint the piece for me.
You said your birthday's on April the 5th, is that right?
No, April 1st.
Oh, April
I'm an
1st.
April Fool's baby.
Oh, no kidding.
When I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. Said it's treasure, let's bury it. Yeah, don't say that to me. That's a bad joke. Don't say that to anybody.
Oh, I thought you said the 5th because my wife's birthday is on the 5th, so you're the 1st, so that's close enough.
So she's an Aries, too.
That's right.
I feel bad for you, my friend.
All right, what is it about the Aries? Is there a certain characteristic?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody always says I'm whatever, stubborn or whatever it is.
Stubborn! Oh, no kidding.
I guess that rings a bell in the Santos household.
We were just having that discussion tonight, as a matter of fact.
That's great. That's great.
Mike, I'm looking up at the wall, and I see all this memorabilia. Where did you get all this stuff?
Well, actually, it's a pretty interesting story. Basically, that's just the Red Sox and the Patriots' normal championship titles that WWE shop sells. But the most rare piece is up here. It's the Undertaker's 500 Legacy title belt that was signed and handheld by the Undertaker. I actually met him in person. He signed that and held it in his hands for a picture, which is really, really cool. This is really unique. It's another belt from the Undertaker. It's not a collector's one. But what's important about this one is he signed it Mean Mark Callis, which is really cool. He's never signed that before in his life. So that was a really cool thing that he did on that one, representing his WCW days. I wanted to kind of have a mixture of both. So that's the story behind these belts. That Legacy is one of 500. It's the rarest WWE title belt that there is to acquire. It's the hardest one to get for a Legacy title.
So it's fair to say you laid out a little bit of coin for this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I paid a lot for the Undertaker belt, and the Red Sox and the Patriots won. They're 500 apiece, but when you get talking about these two up top, they're really special to me. They were a lot more money than that, but you know, it is to what it is. To me, it's worth it to me to be able to meet him, for him to hold the title in his hand, for all the childhood memories I had with him. You know, that meant a lot to me. It's really, really special.
Wait a minute, so you have something signed here by Big Papi?
Yep, there's David Ortiz right there. And then the bat right here signed David Ortiz. So
right.
Now,
and we got another bat over here.
Get me off TV because you're going to eat.
What about this? What about this?
Oh, that's Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia. Wow.
There's Pedroia signing the bat. And there's Petey right there.
Nice.
Both Red Sox Hall of Fame.
Happy to be with Yeshua Alexander, a terrific artist himself, a musician, a singer, and somebody we're happy to be chatting with here at the home of Michael Hopkins. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Santos, I like this. Paul Santos, let me get that handshake, a good grip on you. Nice meeting you as well.
Nice to meet you. Nice
Definitely,
to meet you.
definitely.
So tell me a little about yourself. I know you're originally from down in Georgia, right?
Yes, I am. I'm from a small town, Lincoln County, Georgia, to be exact. Look like about 30 minutes outside of Augusta, Georgia. It's a little country there, you know, that countryside. And then you're probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Atlanta, the city itself.
Not too far away from where they put the green jacket on, you know?
That's it. The Masters, well, we're 30 minutes from there. Lincoln County is 30 minutes from the green jacket. That's a good place to be.
And I know you spent some time up in Massachusetts, right?
Yes, I have. I've been up here since 96, I think, 97, but I've been in and out. So, you know, to get around and just, you know, want to get away from the country life and get into the city life and see the world.
So tell me about your music.
The music, I'm what you would consider a multi-genre artist. Actually, the only artist in the world to ever release 11 albums in a single day, Paul. 11 albums, not 11 songs, 11 albums. I did it on May 7th, 2021.
Now, how in the world did you pull that off?
Well, we was during a pandemic, and I said, let me give everybody a care package. And I thought of this idea. Everybody told me it was crazy, and I said, you know what? No, let me just give people something to listen to. Everybody was stuck in their homes, and I decided to say, you know what? Let me give them some country. Let me give them some pop, techno, whatever, R&B, hip-hop. So I do it all, multi-genre artists. And I released 11 albums in a single day and said, here you go.
Yeah, but on each album, there's how many songs?
Oh, each album got 10 songs on it.
Right,
So yes.
How many songs is this?
Yeah,
that's a lot of songs.
120. 120 something maybe. Yeah. But it was all in one day. Just said, here you go. Right. And when I released the albums, I just wanted to give them something. You know, you got your hip hop fans, you got your R&B fans, country fan, techno fan, so everybody can get something about it. It's like all you can listen to buffet type of thing.
All right, now did you cover stuff? Did you write your own stuff?
I write everything.
So everything, all 120 songs is all your stuff?
All original.
How do you write all that stuff?
Well, it's a gift. I got to say it's a great gift, Paul. To be honest, Paul, a great gift. It comes to me naturally. Music, I write everything, and I love it. So there's no skits. You're not getting any skits from me. So everything you're going to hear is a song from the beginning to the end.
So to write that many songs, that means you have to write them fairly quickly, don't you?
You definitely have to write them fairly quickly, and that's how music comes to me. It really does. It's like the Matrix. I see things falling out of the sky. I promise you.
So something hits you, and you can just put it together right then and there.
As soon as you put a beat on, I can give you a chorus in a second. That's just a gift I had. But it took me some time to get to that level. Right. Practice every single day. I write every day, and that's something and still to this day I write every day. I always say I got to write something, a chorus or verse, anything when it comes to music. I love music, and I write for other people, so it's great.
Now, what about performances? You get out there and perform, out in the community and stuff?
Yes, I have. I performed in L.A. with Sidney Sampson. That's one of David Guetta's friends as well. Sidney Sampson's a great EDM artist. We performed in California, LA. He actually went over to Thailand. I couldn't go at that time, but they went ahead and they played the records. It's amazing. The performances, just seeing the crowd, how they go. I performed in Miami. I get around. I do a little something here and there.
Now you say you write for other people?
Yes, I write for a lot of people, a lot of artists.
And they reach out to you and you come up with stuff that you think is going to fit their particular talents kind of thing?
That's exactly it. If I hear you as an artist, I know exactly what to give you. I know it's just like giving you a recipe to cook in the kitchen for the audience that I know you're going to play it to. So it's going to give it to or feed it to, whatever, how you want to put it.
So what's in the near future for you right now? Is anything in particular you're working on?
Yes, in the near future right now, I got new projects coming, new albums are out. I got songs with Chris Brown. I got songs with Neo, Future, Young Thug, Boosie Badass. I don't know if y'all heard of Boosie, but you gotta go check. A lot of people have heard of Boosie, I'm sure. A Lil Uzi Vert. I know I've probably mentioned that name again.
So wait a minute, you write songs for the people you just said?
No, we got songs together. I featured them on my album. They are on my songs. I got videos. Yes, great. It's going good. Great. Yes.
You mentioned some pretty well-known household names there.
Yes. Oh, you can Google it. It'll pop right up.
Are you name dropping?
Oh, no. I'm telling you.
No, I'm happy to hear you.
I love it.
I like name dropping.
Chris Brown, me and Chris Brown just released a song. I just released a song with Chris Brown on Valentine's Day called My Love Valentine's. Future 365, another song with Future called Curiosity. Lil Uzi Vert, My Time, Boosie, Born Guilty. We got it goes on. The list is good. The records are there. They can see them. Everything stands.
Well, thank you very much for taking time out here today. We really wish you all the best, and hey, keep up the great work.
Paulie, I appreciate it. Paul Santos, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Romeo Goyette.
All right, Romeo, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the PaulSantosLive Show. So you're going to be on a movie coming up, Death Comes Calling. Hey, just the name alone gives you a little, scare and stuff. Tell me about the movie.
The movie is about, let's just say, there's a young girl who's killed in a prank that's gone wrong, and this person comes back to life and starts killing everyone. So very, very exciting.
A little revenge?
But you could say that. Revenge, bad luck.
Now, what role do you have in the film?
I basically play an asshole. my character's an asshole, and yeah, he's just not having it, and basically, he gets what's coming to him. He gets what's coming to him. We'll just say that.
So it's like playing somebody like that, sort of like the villain kind of person. Like a lot of actors tell me that they like playing somebody like that.
He's less of a villain. I'd say he's probably more of an anti-hero just because he's so like out of touch with reality. And yeah, it's fun because you basically get to treat people how you would never treat people in person, right? But it's a film, so you don't have to really worry about that too much.
Tell me about your background in terms of some of the other films that you've been involved in and stuff like that. Have you always done horror or serious film or comedy or all of the above?
I say so far a good mix of all of those. I started off with like period pieces and things of that nature, but yeah, I think it's good to diversify. I try to diversify what I do as an actor, and I think that this is a great opportunity to do that. So thought I'd take it up. Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Worcester, Mass. So I consider myself local, but not entirely.
Oh, no kidding. I'm from New Bedford, so another city in Massachusetts.
Very familiar. Very familiar. Very familiar.
So you grew up in Worcester, and then what did you do after, like, you got out of, say, high school and stuff like that?
Yeah, no, honestly, I went right into trades, and I worked on cars for a bit. I did all kinds of things, really. But, yeah, I've always wanted to act, and I decided, like, I'm just going to do it. Like honestly, I think the biggest setback for most actors is they don't think they can do it, so they don't try. But you'd be surprised what you can do if you just go for it. So I decided to do that.
So what was the first step? Did you have to take a class? Did you have to try to network?
First step was headshots, actually, which seems very, very basic, but it's extremely important. Headshots, classes, and honestly just reaching out, trying to find work, and showing directors and other actors that you're passionate about what you do and giving it your all, and it'll work out.
Have you traveled a little bit for your career? A lot of people say, oh, you got to go to LA, you got to go to New York, you got to go here, got to go different places like that. Yeah,
no, I've stayed pretty relatively local. I think the furthest I've worked is Connecticut, but generally any actor that wants to pursue their career seriously is gonna have to keep that in mind. Traveling is most likely going to be a requirement, depending on how far you go. But
a little more opportunity in New England than there used to be, though.
Oh yeah, New England's been a great, especially even Worcester. Worcester itself has been a great outlet for filmmaking. They had films like Black Panther 2 was made there recently. Don't Look Up was filmed in Worcester recently, yeah, it's been doing pretty well.
And the future for you, what do you see? What is your goal going forward?
I'd like to not restrict myself. I think that's the biggest goal for me is to I don't want to be typecasted. I don't want to lend myself to any particular kind of character. I like to keep it as diverse as I can, and I want to stay away from franchises. That may or may not happen, but I just want to be taken seriously as an actor, and yeah, just remain passionate to the craft of acting.
So we're looking forward to seeing this film that you were telling us about a moment.
It's going to be good. Really looking forward to it, and the directors and the cast are all very passionate for this project, and I hope you will be too.
When might we see it out?
That I do not know. We're gonna be filming in a few months, yeah, but there will be updates as filming continues, and stay tuned.
Romeo, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. Hey! Whoa! You made a good win.
Wesley Jennings joins us right now on the Paul Santos Live Show. Wesley, nice to meet you tonight. Tell me about your background. You left to play the flute, and I know you are phenomenal.
Hello, my name's Wesley. Yes, I do play the flute. I've been playing since I was 12. I'm 30, so for about 20 years now. So I'm Narragansett. I'm Lakota. My dad's Narragansett. My mom's Lakota. And when I was growing up, a part of my heritage is actually the flute. And when I was younger, my aunt actually put a program in for me to learn how to play. And from there, It's just over the years I just kept playing on my own. I never really learned a song to play when it comes to like written. A lot of it always comes from how you feel. So a lot of what I'll be playing tonight is actually from my heart, from what I'm feeling in the moment to what I know how to play with the flute. Other times I like to like just play the flute, but yeah.
That's awesome. Now look at this flute right here, and this is, not something that you're buying off the rack here. I mean, look at this thing. This thing is just beautiful.
Yeah, a gentleman by the name of Robert Maribel had commissioned this for himself. There's actually 2 other pieces to this flute. I gave one to my grandmother, one to my mom. I really don't know what they've done with them, but each one plays in a different note. And this was the note that my grandmother had said that she really liked.
What is this on top of it here?
Oh, this is think of this as a big whistle, and this makes it so right here it makes that whistle noise, and the air goes from here, there's a hole, comes up, and then makes that noise. Yeah.
I just want to get a little shot of it right there.
Something interesting too, if you smell right here, it smells like cherry. Yeah.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
You didn't do that on purpose?
No, that's not me. When this lady ended up, she had to move where I live, and she ended up buying this flute. She ended up seeing it in a dream of hers. Through a thunderstorm, she heard the noise of this flute, and when she heard that noise, she had to buy the flute from Robert Maribel, and when she bought it, it connected her to this flute, and she thought of me because I used to walk around just playing in the street that I live on. I just walk up and down it and stuff. And when I was younger, and she was asking a bunch of neighbors actually, a kid that played the flute, and she ended up finding me in where I lived and asked me to play, and then afterwards said that I can have the flute, and she ended up leaving and moving, and it's been with me ever since.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's a lot of meaning.
yeah. A lot of these flutes do. I have another flute here. That one's been my second flute I've ever owned. That was the one my grandmother had gotten me. That's my favorite flute because of the reed it has on there, or the little thing that makes it so the air can go into the other side. That flute, I can play notes that I can't play on this one. But this one also has a different kind of sound to it.
tell me about what you're up to in terms of your artistry. Do you perform? Are you doing videos? Are you doing albums? What is it? Is the best way that you present your music to the public?
I play for my grandmother.
Simple as that.
She's my biggest fan. She hears my music all the time. She hears me play every chance she asks. I see her almost every day, and that's who I play for.
Is she an older person now?
She's 84 years old. Nope, she loves watching her shows. She has her routine. If she doesn't get to watch her Wheel of Fortune, if she doesn't get to watch her certain shows during the day, she gets a little antsy the next day. And
So what do you see you doing in the future?
I'm just enjoying my time with Mike right now. Tomorrow, I gotta go to work.
What do you do for work?
I work for DirecTV.
Oh, no kidding.
I install and service DirecTV equipment, and I enjoy it. It's really fun. I get to go to places, see houses, and meet people in their home. You know what I mean? It's very nice to be there with them, and to be the person to help them solve an issue that they've had that they couldn't. You know, say their TV's been out for 2 weeks. Think about it. You haven't had television for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
You know,
people are dumping that cable TV. Aren't they?
Yeah. So a lot of the times I meet people about the same age as my grandmother, they need help and stuff, and more often than not, they'll tell me about their whole life, and it's so beautiful. You know, every person has their own story to tell, their own life that they've lived, and you get to see it in everything. Like, say I had to install today for Mike. I would have been so impressed by everything on this wall.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, to hear the story that he'd want to tell me, you know, about his life and what he's been through and what kind of journeys he's been. But luckily, I've been one of his friends for the longest time, and I've been there. I've seen him. I've seen from when he lived in Warwick, when he lived in East Providence, to when he used to own this. He used to own this truck. I really liked that truck. I don't know what happened to it, but he used to own this truck. I remember that truck. I can never forget it. But he's a great man. Mike's one of my best friends. He's been there for a long time. He's one of those people that once you come into his life, it's very hard to not stay.
standing ovation. Allie Colleen.
Mickey Mouse, my favorite.
Hold on. I do love Mickey, but I'm more of a fan of my Miller Lite.
We are very happy to be joined here by country star Allie Colleen. Let's hear it for Allie Colleen.
Hi. How you doing?
Thank you so much for being with us here on the PaulSantosLive Show. Well, I know a little bit of a long day today, so we're so happy that you made it.
Hey, it's just a day. You know what I mean? All 24 hours happened, so here we are. Not bad.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your music. Obviously, somebody that you've enjoyed music and accomplished so much very early on in life. Tell me about your love for this great, artistry.
I just don't know what else I would do. You know what I mean? I've been writing songs since I was like 8. I don't feel like I like talking about me, but I can sing about me all day, you know what I mean? And so getting to kind of create narratives since you were a little kid that make people kind of actually care about what you're talking about. Big fan of that. Big fan.
Nice.
I like it.
So influences in your life.
Well, I live in Nashville, you know what I mean? So my friends are my influences. My friends are freaking rock stars. They're all so talented, and we're all doing it in our own ways and in the best ways that we can do it. And it's been a really cool place to grow up. It'll be my 10th year there this year. So nice. I've had 10 years of just friends that have been encouraging and also out there just breaking records and doing stuff. So it's been very cool.
You know, this song that you have right now, this latest one, While We're Still Friends, it is just fantastic. I love this song. I love this song because I think everybody's been there. You know, that relationship is kind of fading out and you're trying to hang on to it, but you know it's coming to an end. I mean, how did you come up with something like that?
That space, that little limbo space, it needed somewhere kind, you know, and because I don't feel like there's been very many songs that acknowledge that space and still keep it kind. And for me, I mean, I'll just to be honest about it, I was getting divorced at the time. And so that's kind of where the song came out with for me. And we talked about it, and then getting to write it with Lee Bryce and Sarah Bryce. Sarah's written a lot of stuff with me, his wife. And so it was just a really safe place to kind of sit down and just kind of talk about that lifeline. And again, make it kind. So I love While We're Still Friends because it does that. And then when Lee comes in with his vocal, you know how kind of like two amicable characters that are both like, let's keep this kind and you know, love each other while we love each other. So I'm very proud. So I'm happy that you like it.
Love the video too, the way you see
liked
it. Yes,
it?
I do. I
Thank
see that
you.
handsome
That
young
was
guy
wild.
packing the car. And
I
the
met
whole
him
thing.
that morning on set. His name was Jack. He was very kind.
Yeah, he did very well,
Yeah,
I have to
he
say.
did pretty
Well, I
good.
had to make a list because, you know, Artists to Watch by People Country Magazine, New Artists to Watch, Holler Magazine, Nashville Music Guides, Artists to Watch, Artist of the Week on Bobby Bones.
There's
I mean, it
some on
goes
here
on.
I didn't know about.
Yeah, there's all kind of stuff on here. Obviously,
She's
iHeart.
done pretty good.
Yeah, iHeart Radio, obviously reaching 176,000 organic streams on Spotify with that new single, While We're Still Friends. A lot of great success. I mean, when you actually look back and see a list like that, you know, how gratifying is all that?
It's very cool. Again, just being in Nashville, you're one of, 100,000 incredibly talented people. So get to be recognized in any kind of way is always very flattering because they could have chose anybody. You know what I mean? And that's not knocking me. I'm wonderful, but so's everybody in town. It's a very talented place. So always really grateful for any kind of, someone out there having my back. Tour's wild.
Is it?
Yeah,
You
it's
like
a
it?
wild space. Yeah, it is. My manager is my best friend. Her name's Beverly, and we drink so much tequila. It's insane.
Well, you came to the right place coming to Michael Hopkins' house.
I know. That was the goal. It was the goal.
And you've been on tour with some special people, right?
I did. We just got off the Lee Bryce tour. We had six cities, and it was very, very cool. It was very sweet. It was an acoustic tour, so it was all like old theaters. And as artists and stuff like that, I don't know how often it is. People don't really think about. We don't get to play in places that are built for sound, and those theaters are all built for sound. So It was amazing.
Now, we're going to have the very good fortune of hearing you perform in a few minutes. Connected with your audience, right? When you look out in the audience and you can kind of connect with the audience, what's that like, and how do you accomplish that? Because there are certain artists that can do it, and I know you're one of them.
Oh, well, I don't know if I can do it here, to be honest. I'm not making eye contact with any of you guys this evening. I can promise you that. No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, not doing it. But no, it is very cool. It's very cool to get to see people sing, when you have that chance to have an audience that maybe knows your stuff. That stuff's wild. The intimate stuff like this is the real spooky stuff. I would rather sing for, hundreds of people than a couple, because I can look at every single one of you guys, and that's a little spooky, but I'm very excited to be here.
All right, in your future, what is your immediate goal coming up? Where would you like to see your career take you?
just onward, man. You know what I mean? Every day is just freaking luck, you know, that you just get to keep doing this and that it's continually received and encouraged. So we've got, we're doing vinyls this year for the first time, which I'm really excited about. So we've got like a new EP coming out. So we've got all new music, and there's a couple tours in the fall that we've landed on that are going to hopefully change some stuff for us that we're really excited about, but also just be a really good time. And I'm just really excited. Just happy to be here, man.
Well, you got the LP Stones. Mm-hmm. How did that all come together?
Stones was rad. Stones was my first album. I think it was 11 songs, and all songs that I feel like really showcase the songwriting Allie. And then the music going forward really showcases kind of the performance side of what we do. So a lot of big stuff, which I'm really excited about.
Hey, we're really glad to have chatted with you tonight, and we're looking forward to the concert. Thank you so much for our chat.
Thank you.
All right, Allie Colleen right here.
Budweiser bikini top, and then
getting tired moving on. There's grass on the grave, and I'm gonna be okay. There's grass on the grave. I'm very proud of where I come from. I really am. I didn't know that until I left. But I am very proud of where I come from.
Up there? Come on, do that.
I do not like that. I do not like anything cold. But with that said, I am very proud of where I come from. But this is just kind of my honest feelings about home. They say home is where the heart is. God, I know that's right. Keeps me up at night, being tangled in these roots, feeling like a phantom at the front door, threshold of my past. I'm scared of coming back, 'cause I'm somewhere in between, holding on to doing all I can to let go. They say there ain't no mountains in Oklahoma, then why the hell I've always had to climb, carrying a shadow on my shoulder. Some things just get heavier with time. I was raised by the rain, copperhead blood in my veins. Of everything I faced, I can't get over those mountains in Oklahoma. Skeleton in that closet, she looks just like me. The shackles on her feet, they refuse to let her go. Feeling like I'm caught in the crossfire. Who I am in a memory, who they want me to be. I'd be lying to myself to say I'm not afraid to fail. They say there ain't no mountains in Oklahoma, why the hell I've always had to climb, carrying a shadow on my shoulder. Some things just get heavier with time. I was raised by the rain, copperhead blood in my veins. Of everything I faced, I can't get over those mountains in Oklahoma. Mountains in Oklahoma. Say there ain't no mountains in Oklahoma, then why the hell I've always had to climb, carrying a shadow on my shoulder. Some things just get heavier with time. I was raised by the rain, copperhead blood running through my veins. Of everything I faced, I can't get over. I'm proud to spend my whole life getting over those mountains in Oklahoma. All over it. Title track to the album that we talked about earlier. And yeah, I never played acoustic, but it's kind of cool, I guess. All of that weight in your pockets, don't you ever get tired? It must be so exhausting, spending all your time. Maybe need a little more sugar in that cup of me. You can be bitter if you want to, but just doing me. All those styles you've been throwing ain't bringing me down. Hell, I know where I'm going. Can't stop me now, ain't losing sleep over you. I look good in black and blue. Tear me down, build me up. Ask me if I give a funny how a little bit of friction can light a fire in me. In spite of what you intended, I've got you to thank for all those styles you've been throwing. Ain't bringing me down. Well, I know where I'm going. Can't stop me now. Ain't losing sleep over you. I look good in black and blue. Tear me down, build me up. Ask me if I give up. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. When life gives you weeds, just roll it in your smoke. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. When life gives you weeds, just roll them in your smoke. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. When life gives you weeds, roll them in your smoke. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. All those stones you've been throwing ain't bringing me down. And I know where I'm going. Can't stop me now. Ain't losing sleep over you. I look good in black and blue. Tear me down, build me up. Ask me if we give up. Kind of a weird one. After like just probably one of the best days on the planet. You know what I mean? Just had a great day. Had a wonderful day. Had a great show. Had a lot of really good things happen that day, and I still found myself in a stairwell at like 3 or 4 in the morning. I wrote this song. But I love this song. It's a vibe kill, but I love this song. So this song's called Miserable. I hope you enjoy it. Hey God, it's me, and I've been wondering as of lately if I'm even worth saving. Oh, it's just a thought running through my mind. Forgive me if I'm wasting your time. Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel so miserable all of the time? Crawling in my skin, the body I'm trapped in doesn't even feel like mine. Crawling in my skin, the body I'm trapped in doesn't even feel like mine. God, all I'm asking is, why'd you make me like this? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel so miserable all of the time? Crawling in my skin, the body I'm trapped in doesn't even feel like mine. I give all I have to give, haven't lost the will to live, but I'm so tired of trying to survive. Passing night, their petals fall. One smells so sweet, reeks of death. These passing night, they sing her to bed. Oh.
in her sleep. She prays to the Lord her soul to keep. Should she die before she wakes, she begs the Lord her soul to take. Oh, 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 Now she awakes to a garden of light. Beautiful colors, beautiful light. Smile on her face, 6 feet below. He sings to himself all alone. Oh, 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 oh.
So yeah, I want to say something about that too, because October you came out to perform for us for the painting unveil, and I can see you in so much pain, like so much discomfort. But when you got that guitar in your hands and got in that mic, you just took everything away. And I want to say that Carly was there, and she
took me to the airport today. She's gonna pick me up tomorrow.
She did. Yeah, she's a wonderful soul. And then I think 6 months later she lost her dog, and that was horrible.
It was really close because we got the call from the vet at the party.
That was horrible.
We did. Just in the sense of there was something that she could do about it. I think we put Willie down maybe a week or 2 after that.
Yeah,
but
she was.
It was just a brain thing. I mean, he's an old dog. He was an old rescue. He's fine, but she got that call at the party, and that sucks. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Poor Willie.
It was so nice to see you like lose yourself in the music, and it's a beautiful thing. You went through in horrible circumstances.
No, easily than it was back then when it was what it was, but now, no, it's just pretty.
Well, it's still fun. Listen to the lyrics, guys.
If only we could stop this moment. Forget the clock, pretend it's broken. And by the way, you look great tonight. Looking and they never know it, but we both know where this is going. But we don't wanna say goodbye. So while we're still friends, while we're still here, before the last thread of us forever disappears, before we let go, give me your hand. Let's make the most love all we can, while we're still friends. Remember our first trip to Austin? I took you to your favorite concert, and I can still hear you laugh. So while you got your arms around me, why don't we make one more memory that feels just like that? While we're still friends, while we're still here, before the last thread of us forever disappears, before we let go, give me your hand. Let's make the most of all we can, while we're still friends.
Thank you for inviting me. Really appreciate it.
Well, I'll say it like I said it in 2021 when you interviewed me at the Boston International Film Festival. This guy is the best. He's the greatest at what he does. I really appreciate your time and coming all the way out here. Guys, it's rainy. It's outside. Okay, it's not good weather, but this guy decided to come to my house to be here with me. That's a pretty cool thing. So I just want to say thank you for that. Love your show. Love your comedy. Love your acts. Love the singers you have on the show. And thank you for the miles.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your invite. Thank you so much. All right.